They bring in the extra tight end. Bell is in the backfield. The Lions take it from the 23 to Ebron and pick up about 4. Perhaps the most underrated wide receiver in the entire league, Golden Tate, by way of Notre Dame.
One of the best pickups in the 2014 free agent market was Golden Tate. Look, he's tough, and he makes as many contested catches as any receiver in the league.
Matthew Stafford will be under center.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
They need to get the play off. Dropping back 3. Could have been intercepted. A big presence on that defensive front. Out of Iowa is Adrian Claiborne.
Yeah, he was a tremendous prospect coming out of the University of Iowa, and I'll tell you, when healthy, he is a great player in the NFL on the defensive front. They need him to play very well.
3rd down on the way. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Falcons defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Lions from the 27. Corey Fuller hauls it in. The Lions will risk it here, going for it on 4th here in the first quarter.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The Lions snap it at the 31. Golden Tate on the receiving end. The Lions go for it on 4th and short and convert. How about that call?
Yeah, I like the decision. 4th and short. I like the odds. The offense is going to get the job done. They call a nice play, and they convert, pick up that 4th down attempt.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. The play clock's running down. Stafford over to Johnson. Trufont's the one who brings him to the ground. Johnson, I think we've run out of superlatives when we talk about him.
Well, listen, my vocabulary is a lot bigger than yours, so I haven't run out of those things yet. But look, the guy's got everything you want, size, speed, and I think what's really important, he's done it for such a long time. That tells you how dedicated he is to his job.
So what one adjective would you use to describe him?
Well, something I don't say about you a lot. He has a lot of talent.
The Lions have it at the 34. Bell's met after a gain of 3.
Bell is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. The Falcons with a nickel look here on defense. Set up screen. Soliai's the one who made the big stop.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
At the line of scrimmage, the 34.
Third and 10. Scans the field. Matt Stafford gets it to Calvin Johnson. Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nance. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch.
Breaking huddle at the 6.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Trying to beat the play clock. The Lions will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. Following that timeout, offense back out on the field.
Stepping up to the line at the 6-yard line.
The defensive line now shifting to a spread look. They're going to try to pressure the quarterback on this play.
First and goal. Bell's going to take the handoff now.
Bell's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
Stepping up to the line at the 5.
Look at the defensive linemen talking. They're all now shifting to the left.
Brings it into his body.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Loss of 4 on the play. Play after play after play here on this drive. Third and goal from the 10. Chip shot here. And he puts it through for 3. With the second quarter fast approaching, they've got the lead with that field goal.
Anytime you score points in the first quarter of a football game in this league, that's a good thing. So don't be disappointed that you only got 3. Look on the bright side, it's scoring.
And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. Here's the former Boston College quarterback, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan knows how to throw the football in rhythm. In other words, when he drops back and it's time to let it go, he does not hesitate. Good quick release and an accurate thrower.
Freeman's in the backfield. Single back set. Defense calls a timeout. The Lions lined up in the nickel. First down at the 20. And now Ryan's going to take off. Has to hurry the throw. Taking a look at this offense at 6'4", one of the biggest threats in the game on the outside is Julio Jones.
Well, the Atlanta Falcons, they moved up in the 2011 draft to get Julio Jones, and nobody laughs about that decision because he has been terrific for the everything you want in a big-time wide receiver.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Matt Ryan under center. Second down and 10. Ryan gives it up. Ansah's in on the tackle. Stephen Tulloch is one of the leaders of this defensive unit.
Yeah, he absolutely is one of the leaders. Tells everybody what to do, and he is one tough guy inside, and you can never get enough toughness when you talk about defense in the NFL.
It'll be third down. The Lions defense now is going to go nickel. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. Ryan's got it in the gun. Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
And gains about 1.
Well, only a couple yards that time by the punt returner. Good defense by the punt coverage team. They get down their speed, they hustle, they're all around him, and they only give up a couple yards.
The Lions back onto the field now to get another drive started. They came away with a field goal in their last possession, Phil, but had to be a letdown because they were really moving the football.
Oh, I think you're right. They had to be let down. You execute so many good plays going down the field, and you just need that one to get you in the end zone. They did not do that. So, Jim, I think you're right. I think they're a little down about that field goal.
Gains 17.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Back here in the second quarter, defense ruled the first. And what are we going to see here, you think, in the second quarter, Phil?
Well, I think the first thing they got to do, Jim, is just believe in what they did all week long and preparing for the game. All the practices, all the film sessions, and just know sometimes it takes more than one quarter to get the answer. So stay with your game plan and see if you can find a way to make it work.
Takes it from the eye. The Lions get a first down.
Well, it's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Matthew Stafford will be under center. First down at the 36. He's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
Big 20, big 20.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
The Lions have it at the 34. Room to work. Has 12 on this play.
Bell's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
At the 22-yard line, here they come.
Big 20, big 20.
First and 10. Here's another handoff.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Loss of 2 on that play.
Just 23 yards to the end zone.
The Falcons defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Second and 12. He runs with it right up the gut.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
It's third down coming up. Stafford in shotgun formation. Forty-yard field goal attempt coming up. No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
Good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
Hester will run this one out. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Julio Jones on his way out to the huddle again. He's not having any kind of impact on this game so far, and that's a big reason why his team's behind.
Yeah, when you talk about the run game, the pass protection, the run blocking, there's one word that comes to mind: poorly. Everybody's having a bad day, and especially the wide receiver. He's got to pick it up. He has the ability to raise the level of play of this offense just by his actions.
Second and 10. And it's batted down.
In a situation like this, third long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Third down.
Look at that. The defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
Ryan takes it from the gun. Launches it down the field. It's been quite a start for this defensive unit, Phil, as once again they forced the punt in the second quarter.
Well, good job getting that third down stop, getting off the field, and of course you've had success, so you feel good about that, and now you get to go to the sideline, rest up, and get ready for the next opportunity.
Run back of about 9. The Falcons defense starts this series knowing the last time they were out here, they allowed a field goal.
Yeah, it was not a good drive for them, and I know the coaches were upset. I was watching them on the sideline yelling at a few guys, so I expect a better effort this time out.
First down at the 41. Outside now on the toss. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The Lions take it from the 43. Bell is tackled down.
Bell's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
On the way, third down. Playing press coverage to the outside.
The defensive line is now all spreading out.
Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
And so now they'll call on Martin to punt the football away. chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. Falcons offense now ready to get a drive going. Not something we've seen a whole lot of to this point, as the punters are having a very busy afternoon of it here, Phil.
Well, you know, Jim, I came into this game and I just wanted to see a lot of punts because that's exciting football, right? That's what we've seen so far. So let's see if one of these offenses, maybe the one out there right now, can get something going and put some excitement back in the stadium. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Trying to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete. Third and short following the incompletion. Three-step drop. Roddy White makes the reception.
What you saw there was a good job by the receiver. Run that curl route and then see the quarterback, watch the ball, then attack it. Good job of getting your hands on there and making the catch.
And now as we come back to the field, we're looking at a defense trying to maintain a lead going into the break. 1st and 10. Ryan over to Jones. That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4.
If you think you can get a playoff quickly and not use a timeout, you go with the hurry-up offense. That time, a good job by the coach and the quarterback. Freeman's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Setting up now at the 45. Freeman's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. The Lions sat at the line. Dime package. Freeman's taking the handoff. This offense is going to have to do some soul searching at the half to see if they can figure out how to put some points on the board.
Boy, are they ever. They're going to have to do a lot of things at halftime because it was a terrible first half by the offense. I know the defense played well, but I just didn't like their plan of attack.
The Falcons are getting set to punt. The Falcons call a timeout, their first. They're in punting formation. That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone. The Lions offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
To the ground. That's a gain of 10. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
You're trying to score some points at the end of the first half. The best way to do it when the time is against you, get in that hurry-up offense, make the defense sit back, be real careful about what they're doing. Maybe you can get some quick yards and get a chance for some points before halftime rolls around.
That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers. The Lions will take the snap from the 35. Looking to go deep. Oh, the receiver turns around and defends the pass and takes away what would have been a pick.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, he can make a big play.
Second down now. This will be the last play before halftime. Quarters formation here for the defense. Bell's got it on the handoff. Adams is there to make the tackle. We're headed to the half here in a tight, low-scoring defensive battle. I'm sure both teams will be making adjustments offensively coming out of the half. Larry Ridley's coming up next. The second half is officially underway. Hester's going to test the coverage this time. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Falcons' offense has been nowhere in sight here for quite a while. 3 consecutive drives that have come away empty. What about it, Phil?
That is the old phrase, MIA. They are definitely missing in action because there's no action on the offensive side. It's time for the quarterback to call the right plays and help his team out and get this thing moving. Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. Freeman's got the toss, secures the football.
In this league now, you have so many talented receivers who can go down the field and make tough catches that you could design a play that might give you a chance to pick up this first down, even though it's long.
Loss of 4 on the play. Third down now.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage. Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
He's drilled as he throws. Just out of the half, and that drive can't be what the staff discussed at the break. The defense will need to rise up now to keep them in this game.
Well, the one thing we can say, the offense has been consistent. They have been stinking it up all day long, and that was another example. That was a terrible drive by the offense.
And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. The Lions take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
Stafford's lined up. 2 tight ends set. Looks like a penalty on the defense.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
Press coverage all the way. The Lions will take the snap from the 35. And Babineau in on the tackle. Second down and 3 following that nice run. No time to huddle now.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Over to Ebron. Ebron's marked down after a gain of 9. First down on the way. They hurry to the line of scrimmage. The Lions will take the snap from the 45. And a flag comes out. That's dropped by Tate, who couldn't bring it in.
Holding. Defense.
Coming to the line of scrimmage right at midfield.
The D-line now shifted into a spread look. They are getting ready to rush that quarterback.
Set up screen to Bell. That's a gain of 8.
The Lions did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
After that grab, it's now second down and 2.
21. Big 20.
Stafford with the give.
That's a good job by the defense, just playing the situation. Second and short. They know they have a conservative coach on the other side. They played for the run, and they stopped it short of the first down.
Set up now at the 42.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
3rd and 2. The defense gets a sack.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's 3rd down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
The Lions call on the punting team. Hester's going to take this one from the 6. Picks up about 3. Falcons offense trying to buck the trend that's taken hold here as they come out for this next drive. Defense has taken over. Each team has been forced to punt on its last possessions.
Well, I got some information for him, or some advice, I should say, Jim. Don't try too hard, because when you go out there and try too hard to buck a trend like this where the defenses are playing well, it usually leads to a mistake.
We don't always get to see defensive matchups these days, but today it's been exactly that. Low-scoring game, and it's because both defenses have really stepped up and done their job.
Yeah, a lot of people look at games like this and go, oh, that's boring. I think it's fun to see because we don't get to see it too often, and what it does, it puts a lot of pressure on the players and especially the coaches to make decisions that are going to give their team a chance to win in a game like this.
Second down following that incompletion. The Lions with a nickel look here on defense. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Well, it's a tight game up to this point. You got 3rd and long. You're losing by a few points. You can't win the game on this play, but I'll tell you what, you can sure lose it. If you force this football down the field, you have a turnover, it could be the end of the game.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
The Falcons look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Freeman's going to secure the handoff. Picks up 8 here. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. It's a 2 tight end formation. Ryan will be taking this snap out of the pistol. Scrambling now. Ryan's now going to hit the ground in a slide and in the play.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
The Lions lined up in the nickel.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle. Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy.
Ryan's completion percentage, 40% on the day. That pass play picked up only 4. Second down and 6 coming up. Running room. And now he'll dip out of bounds.
The Falcons just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
At the 45-yard line.
One more snap and another quarter is in the books. Now first and 10. That's a gain of 8. Heading to the fourth quarter, and Phil Simms, these offenses have been held in check so far. Do you expect that to continue?
Oh, absolutely. We've seen so much here so far. In other words, defenses have kind of dominated the play, so there's no reason to think that all of a sudden these offenses are going to turn things around. And, hey, I think whichever defense comes up with the big play is the one that's going to win this game.
He's into the open. That's a gain of 7.
Coming to the line at the 30.
First down at the 30. Freeman's handed the football. Jones is all over the ball carrier.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. The Falcons snap it at the 31. Flag is out. Ryan's tackled down at the 31.
Holding offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. Marching down the field and taking their time. The Lions go with the dime formation here on defense. Hester's taking it on the screen.
Well, in a situation like this, third long, there's only a few things you can do. Screens always are good and safe. Draw plays are also a safe call. But if you're going to throw it, most of the time you throw it short and hope the receiver can catch it and make a run afterwards.
The offense now needs to pick up the first here on third down after that incompletion.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
The ball is knocked out. You know, Phil, say what you want about this defense. They're pitching a shutout now into the fourth quarter. But at some point, don't you think the coordinator on offense needs to stand up and be a little bit more creative?
Oh, well, you know, I always say that. Don't always blame the players. You got to look at the coach sometimes. And I'm going to agree with you this time, Jim. They need to try some different things on the offensive side.
That punt sets up the defense now in excellent position as they're able to down the football inside the 10. The Lions heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative, get the defense off guard, make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
Stafford gets it out to Brandon Pettigrew. And Pettigrew's marked down after a gain of 4.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Stafford's completion percentage 70% on the day. Bell is in the backfield. 2nd down and 6. They'll go ground. That's a gain of 6. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
When you talk about counter runs, what we just saw that time, the defense thinks the play's going one way, then a pulling guard or tackle comes around and catches a defensive lineman off guard. It makes a good block.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. Play clock's running down. Timeout's called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. Offense ready to play after calling a timeout. This is third down.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Going to take it the distance. The 30, the 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. That might have provided them with all the cushion they need to close this one out, Phil.
I think it did, Jim. This cushion is so big. If you and I were on the defensive side, I think we'd still be safe. That's how big it's gotten and how dominant a performance this has been by the team today.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. They motion the receiver around to the other side. And here's the toss. And they will not convert here on the two-point conversion. Good stand by the defense. The Falcons in kick return formation. Hester, the return man here. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Falcons hope to get things going here. They have been anything but productive here in quite some time. 3 consecutive drives that have led to nowhere.
Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defensive side, especially the defensive line.
The ball is fumbled, and it's a takeaway.
When you're standing in that pocket, there are going to be defenders all around you. Of course, keep 2 hands on it.
The Lions ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone mainly through the air.
Yeah, they did it through the air. They got good protection. You know, we love what the quarterback is doing, but how about the wide receivers and everybody catching the football, separating from the defender, and they're getting some easy throw and catches out there.
They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. 2nd and goal from the 3. Good for only a yard.
When you get 3rd goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Third and goal to go from the 2. Now takes it across, and he's in for the touchdown. And with so little time left in this game, that touchdown may have sealed the deal.
It's it. The party is officially over. And what a job. The offense just put an exclamation point on that game. They've been terrific all day long, and they deserve the win.
The Falcons ready to return the kick. Hester will run this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Lions have played some amazing opportunistic defense so far in this game. They've been physically dominant, looking virtually impenetrable, and still pitching a shutout.
You said it. They have been awesome on the defensive side, dominating physically, just doing everything they want.
Intercepted!